Well,
Man.
Southlake's mayor recently made headlines for sharing a controversial anti-transgender meme on social media.
His city and school district have been in the spotlight over race and discrimination, but William Joy got a chance to sit down with him one-on-one and talk about the city's image.
Southlake is a suburb known for championship sports teams and sprawling homes.
People see it from the outside and they see the developments and the homes and the shopping.
But the outside view is evolving because inside this city, divisions over culture and inclusion are becoming increasingly public. That's why we worked for months to sit down with Mayor John Huffman.
People move to Southlake intentionally. People want to be here.
To both Huffman and outsiders, the city's identity is tied to its schools.
The top of everybody's list is the schools, incredible schools. But beyond that, it's the community feeling.
That community feeling isn't shared by all. Both city and school district have repeatedly been the focus of national and local coverage. Huffman believes it's because of the city's success.
You know, I can't speak for why. I know that Southlake is, historically has gotten a whole lot of press for being just it's a very aspirational community.
It started in 2018 when a video surfaced of students chanting the N-word.
I can say no more.
It happened again a year later. Then during debate over a controversial school district diversity plan, hundreds of students submitted testimonies of bullying. Recently, a recording captured a district administrator telling teachers to have books with opposing viewpoints of issues, including the Holocaust.
When humans treat each other poorly and it manifests itself in things like some of the things that you've seen in the national.
Do you think that Southlake has a problem with racism?
No. Does Southlake have a problem with racism? Is it a racist place? Absolutely not.
Southlake isn't alone in addressing changing racial justice or polarized politics. But when the federal government launched an investigation into 3 student complaints, Huffman theorized on Facebook this investigation is retaliation for voters recently electing candidates opposed to the diversity plan, even though the complaints were filed months before the election.
To have the federal government step in and usurp the voter direction that was given and say, we want the new superintendent and we want these new trustees to address these issues how we want them to address them. To have them come in and usurp it was at best counterproductive.
The federal government has not told the district to enact any policies. Huffman's children are homeschooled. He recently hosted a fundraiser at his home for Tarrant County District Attorney candidate Matt Krause, a central figure in the national book banning debate, who sent a letter to school districts asking if they had any of roughly 850 books that discuss race, gender, and LGBTQ issues. Huffman and recent school board members were all elected by near identical 70-30 margins, but he says his door is open to all.
There's a difference between not being heard and not being agreed with. There's some philosophical differences that, frankly, some folks will never be able to bridge the gap with me.
In August of 2020, Huffman was in attendance for a speech by then Texas GOP leader Allen West, who told a crowd what they should say to non-conservatives who moved to Texas.
Go back to where you came from.
Huffman didn't respond when we asked about the speech.
We are a welcoming and diverse community. We want to continue to make everybody feel welcome.
Welcoming and united is Huffman's view of Southlake, but inside the city, record amounts of money pour into heated elections, school board meetings remain tense, and divisions appear as wide as ever.
But the great thing about Southlake is we work through those issues together.
In Southlake, I'm William Joy.
The Department of Education Civil Rights Office is conducting 3 investigations looking into discrimination complaints at Carroll ISD. While the district can't respond directly to those claims, officials did say the Office of Civil Rights spoke to principals involved in the investigation before spring break, and the district has turned over all requested documents and is now waiting for a response. We should mention, Carroll ISD did take a look at its libraries to see if they had any of those 800 to 900 books that discuss race and sex. Turns out their schools don't have most of the books under investigation, and of the few that are available, almost all are in high school libraries, with the exception of one nonfiction picture book about desegregating schools.